What the f? Alright guys, this is the review for Hunter x Hunter episode 131. And my last video that I did pretty much was a hype up video because I knew what was coming in the next manga chapter, but holy fucking shit. Okay, sorry for the language guys, but there's probably gonna be a lot of that. I'm not gonna be really editing this video, just doing stuff like that, just one straight shot. And pretty much other than that, just reading from I was writing notes down as I was watching this, but oh my gosh, man. Alright, first let's see what we got here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so before I start, just fuck Poof, okay? Poof was pretty much the one that made all this happen. Poof, the yaoi fly fairy douchebag that he is. It's just like right now it's not even for the benefit of the king, it's the benefit for him, and I think that's going to be his downfall. So with that out of the way, it picks up where we were left last week with pretty much Pito fixing her arm, and we pretty much find out that, well, Pito last week and this week kind of shows a soft side. Not really like soft, all mushy gushy type, but she shows somewhat compassion. It's she acts more just than you would expect from an aunt that just wants to rule the world or help the king rule the world. And she shows this by, one, telling Gon straight up, look, I'm just gonna tell you, because you helped me out back there with Komugi, Kite's dead and there's no way to bring him back. And then she's like, I hate to say this, but I have to kill you for the king's sake, not for my sake, for the king's sake. And with that happening, it kind of showed that, like we've seen in other episodes, that the ants aren't just based on world domination. They do just and unjust things, and that being said, they do things right and wrong based on the way they're brought up, based on their beliefs. And I thought that was pretty, I guess, nice, you could say, of Pito. But yeah, so after that, pretty much Poof tells Pito and Killua, like, look, I know Poof tells Killua and Palm, sorry, Killua and Palm that, like, look, Pito thinks that we have Komugi, so just give me Komugi and I'll stop Pito. And that's when Killua turns badass. He goes into Godspeed, completely destroys his little mini clone, and Palm's like, alright, I got Komugi, I got this. You go to Gon. Gon's in a shitload of trouble right now because Pito is ready to just go after him, right? Just ready to tear into him, and it's what we've been waiting for about 15, 16, 17 episodes now. So after that, Killua runs off to try to go stop Gon before it actually happens. And at this point, when Pito tells Gon, like, I have to kill you, Gon's innocence that we've seen throughout this whole series is completely gone. Completely gone. Like, even in episode 116, when Gon pretty much, he was like, alright, I'll let you have an hour to fix Komugi, he still showed us a sign of himself. That's completely gone now that Kite is dead and that Pito is now about to attack Gon. His innocence, what made Gon himself, completely gone. So with that being said, let's see, bear with me, I wrote everything down. It was just too much awesomeness in one episode. So then, oh yes, okay, so that happens. Gon, his aura, his Nen aura starts coming out, and Pito, it like can tell, like, this isn't gonna be good. So what happens is Gon somehow matures his body physically and mentally to a point where he could defeat Pito, and she actually confirms that he is on the level of the king himself now. So Pito's kind of freaking the fuck out and is like, I gotta get rid of him now, or else this is going to be bad for the king. This is going to be bad for everything that they've planned to move the king forward in the world domination plan that they have, that they feel entitled to. And pretty much Gon, oh my gosh, man, when you see him, he's all black and white. You don't really see him until Pito attacks him, and Gon completely vanishes. She thinks that he's going after the king. She runs out to a room that leads outside, and you actually can see Gon for the first time in this form. And what happens is Gon pretty much, he looks like his dad mixed with Razor, pretty much. That's what he looks like to me, and it's unbelievable. Like, he looks like a freaking action figure. Like, it's unfreaking believable, man. Oh my god, this episode was so awesome. It's definitely lived up to the hype in my point of view. After that, Gon's like, look, I don't want to destroy this place. Let's go and fight outside. And while they're walking outside, Pito's like, alright, I gotta take him out now. She launches a sneak attack and comes at Gon from behind. He makes it look like complete child's play, steps out of the way, kicks her in the stomach, sends her flying hundreds of feet up into the air, probably broken her spine, her ribs, ruptured organs, all that, like, just with one kick. And as she's flying down the air, Gon does a Jean Ken coup, the rock paper rock, and pretty much with that, I mean, it's a new and improved. So like, he's like manufactured, like, I don't know, like pinpointing all of his nen to one part instead of just having, like, he still has the big ball, but it kind of gets condensed and it's more concentrated, and it's pretty freaking awesome. And as Pito falls down, Gon hits her in the face, pretty much one-shots her for the most part. And as Pito's fading out of consciousness, she is relieved. And the reason why she's relieved is that she knows that for Gon to attain this type of power, self-sacrifice had to be made. That meaning either Gon plans on never using nen again, and or he shortened his own lifespan. And right now, Gon, he doesn't care about anything else. He just wants to kill Pito, so he would gladly trade that to be able to kill her. And it's like, it's awesome, but then with that thrown into it, it kind of sucks, because I have no idea where the story's going to go from here. I'm not reading any more of the manga like I did for just this episode. But it's unbelievable, man. I did not see this coming. It was crazy. And after that, pretty much, yeah. So Killua sees these explosions as he makes it there, and what he sees there is Gon repeatedly hitting Pito in the face. Just repeatedly, blood all over himself, just repeatedly hitting him in the face. And Killua makes it there for Gon's final blow to kill Pito. I mean, like, Pito's face is all crushed in. I mean, it's unbelievable. Like, Gon's just sitting there, like, mindless, just hitting her in the face, in the face, in the face. And Gon finally lands the final blow, which Killua sees, like I explained. And Killua's like, Gon, is that fucking you? And Gon just turns around crying and is like, it's Killua, like, he doesn't know what to do. He just needs his friend, and he has no idea what to do, because pretty much he still blames himself for being the reason that Kite died. That being said, Gon starts talking to Killua somewhat, and it's explained that, and this part, all this was not in the manga chapter that I read. All that was explained was Gon hitting Pito once, and she's like, I'm glad I died for him to use this power up on me. And so I had no idea this shit was going down. Like, Pito, her loyalty to the king is so great that pretty much her nen ability causes Pito to become a puppet and just have one goal of killing Gon. and it was unbelievable. I thought that, like, she threw herself at Gon. Gon didn't realize it. Killua did, and tried to jump in the way. What I thought was going to happen was one of them was going to get killed right then and there. But that didn't happen, and Killua just barely pushed Gon out of the way. But Gon's arm got cut off, just like Kite's. And Killua's, like, on the verge of tears seeing his friend like this. And he realizes, like, look, you got this power at the cost of something. Like, you're gonna end up killing yourself if you keep it up. And Gon's like, it's okay. I'm finally like Kite. I feel like Kite now. And that part was deep as hell, man. And what happens is Pito launches another attack at him. Gon uses the arm he has left to hit her down. He jumps up, grabs his cut off arm, and pretty much impales it in Pito's chest. And with his lack of an arm, he does the John Kenku, and like where like the part of the arm that's cut off right there, a big ball just freaking appears. And it was, I have no idea how he did that shit. Like, and the thing is, Killua was like, Gon, stop, you're gonna hurt yourself, you're gonna kill yourself, stop. And pretty much the ball just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and Killua lets out one last scream for Gon, and Gon looks back, almost with tears in his eyes, like a beaten dog. And then you see this huge explosion that engulfs like a mile diameter around them. And that's the end of the episode. Unfucking believable. It was an amazing episode. The fight was everything that I hoped it would be. I know last episode I was upset because nothing really happened. This episode, it makes up for all that. It's honestly a great episode in my opinion. It'll probably be one of the best of 2014. I'm just throwing that out there right now. And on a scale of 5 out of 5, I would call this a 5. I mean, I thought it was amazing. Not much story progressed, but the fight just made up for it. It was amazing. And with that happening, it was just, oh my gosh, man. Now, what I think is going to happen is Gon is going to be on the verge of death or dead after this. I doubt it because he's the main character. But I think he's going to be on the verge of death after this, or probably back in his normal state on the verge of death. Killua's probably going to end up hurt too, but pretty much grabbing Gon out of there. And I have no idea what the hell's supposed to happen with the king now. Where this ended, it's like, how? I don't understand. Oh, hey, bro, what's up? I have no idea where this is going, but I really can't wait to find out. But that's all for this video, guys. I hope you liked it. Comment, tell me what you thought about the episode, if you liked it, didn't like it. And I'll see you in the next episode, so see ya.